a little bit about getting up from the floor. We've had some questions about that. I'm just gonna move the water out of the way because we had a few spills the last couple days. Anyway, so this can happen. So your kids might be pulling to stand or pushing to stand, so they're using a support surface to help them. To get up from the floor, it works best when they can stand really well independently. So they're not just kind of that brief second or two, although it could still happen with that. But the more independent they are with standing, the easier it is to do standing from the floor. So we talked about like push to stand along with kind of the pull to stand. And so this kind of builds off that. So let's use this stool to start with. So push to stand, see it's lower than his shoulders, and so he would get up to standing and then he would lift up here. And this is pretty easy because he doesn't have far to lift up. So if I go kind of at an angle, you can see he only has to lift up about this far to be independently standing. So the higher the surface, the easier it is. So if we take it down some, let's see, I've got this toy. You could use textbooks, phone books, anything that's like shoe boxes. So now if he tries to push to stand, it has to come all the way up from there. So that takes a lot more control. If your child seems close, I would have lots of various heights around, because then once they can do that pretty consistently, actually let's put that on a book. So, you know, this is not going to be the most stable, but I'm just trying to find various heights. So let's pretend that it's not sliding all over the place. So see, he still has to kind of come up from there. And then from the floor, you can tell that that's going to be the hardest. So gets down on his knees, hands on the ground. So a lot of kids will do bear stand. So they kind of get with this, like the hips up, and they come back and stand up. You may also see a slightly different variation where they're down, they kind of come back into the full squat, lift their hands up, and then stand up. Those are all similar. Eventually, your little one, and he's nowhere near this yet, but your little one will be able to get into half kneel and come up from standing from there. So hopefully this helps answer some questions. Let me know if you have more questions, and have a great day.